Hello folks, and welcome back to another edition of Attack Torb Tournament Series Summer Camp Slam. I'm Stee again, and I'm joined here by Donnie Duck.
Hello, everybody.
Glad to have you here, and we're kicking things off between Attack Torb Orange and NFG Chaos here on Numbani. Maybe the last time we'll ever see... Oh! Rip! Back to lobby. I have chat turned off. Do you know what's going on, Donnie?
Yep, we're going to go ahead and switch sides here, so that way I believe it's going to be Attack Torb Orange on attack here, and then it's going to be NFG Chaos defending, I believe.
Technical
I believe we're just, switching sides right there. Yeah, Donnie Duck Gaming here, by the way, folks. Donnie Duck Gaming here.
Twitch.tv/.
Oh, did somebody say ASMR shoutcasting?
Oh my god.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Get that monkey.
Donnie Duck Game. Yeah, no, I got it really, really close here. Donnie Duck Gaming present. Ready to... NFG Lady Coyote, you're the one that said it. You're the one that said it. You said you wanted it. Okay, I'll stop now. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get back into this map here. It's gonna be, Attack Torb Orange versus NFG Chaos.
But now they're flipped around. I actually switched the names. I hope you're proud.
Yes. I'm very proud of you, Steve.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so pissed, Brugger. You don't even know. I was all set up. Everything was looking pretty. But I'm excited to watch these two teams throw down. I did get the chance to cast Chaos over the weekend, and it was a good time. There was a tied map. It was just real close on all of them. Hoping to see a bit more of that craziness.
Yeah, and I was actually on Monday, this last Monday, I actually cast for ATTS Orange, so we both got experience with the other teams. So.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll be biased towards Chaos. You be biased towards Orange, and we'll fight about it.
All right, bet. Can I get some Attack Torb emotes in chat, please? Can I get a Torbjorn emote in chat?
Let's go, Chaos. Yo, already got Go NFGs in the chat. Let's go. I didn't even have to ask.
Come on, pick it up, guys. Let's pick it up. ATTS Orange, come on, let's go. Poggers, ATTS Orange. All right, we're going to go ahead and start off this map here. We have Attack Torb Orange on defense.
And as we see a quick run ahead here on Ross's Sombra.
From the comps, we're going to see, it looks like dive on the side of ATTS Orange. It's going to be some Genji and Sombra dive.
Exciting. Bit of 2-2-2 before we even get the lock. As we watch the fight.
Monkey on the side of NFG is going to go in here, going to jump in, get some cleave damage done. NFG is going to lose their mech, though, as Burningsome is going to lose their mech.
And Ross is called out, brought down by Iceberg. Looks like the dash did most of the damage, but we'll give it to the Zen. You don't see a Zen in the kill feed too often, so we'll take it. Unless you're watching Jonak, but that's another story.
We're not quite there yet.
Yeah, he's not really a Zen, he's a sniper. And speaking of, Shadow Kitten going for a quick shot off onto what looks like right now Hawkfire. Get a nice view of that nice sweet golden gun. Just a bit of back and forth on the high ground now. Neither team really taking any leeway so far. As we watch Attack Orange slowly rotating the corner, going after what NFG has on the high ground.
I'd really like to see NFG commit to a fight here, and it looks like that's what they're going to go ahead and do here.
Primals. Dang, gets slept. That's a big sleep, bringing him out of this fight as Attack Torb Orange is going to dive in. Warrior's going to pick up a kill on the Hawkfire. Big one.
Berg using the trance, committing a lot of ults here. They're going to go ahead and use Primal, and they're going to use trance.
Miller's going to
not looking too good.
Drop the Genji as well, dropping Dan on Sombra. All that's left is and I would say all that's left is Monkey to contest, but Papa Twigs is dropped as well, and that'll be point for Attack Torb Orange. Wait, are the teams backwards? I thought I had them. Oh, the title. Oh, that's not anything I can control. Cough.
It's fine. We're good. We're good. We're live already. It's too late.
Yep. As we watch Orange slowly roll here with a bit of free space. And we see Blade invested on the side here. Oh, the teams are backwards in the thing too. Oh no. As Leaf
Well, with
is
that Nano
dropped.
Blade, we're going to get a Logie Bear is going to fall. Dan and Leaf are going to go ahead and fall. Looking like on the side of the advantage is going to go to NFG Chaos going in the middle of this fight.
Bit of back and forth. Hawk is going to invest the self-destruct, perhaps just the D-mech, and remech, pardon me, as he gets charged by Miller. D-mech again, going to get antied and dropped by Shadow Kitten. Looks like most of everyone got nano there as NFG is backing. Looks like they may be giving up the point, or at least regrouping to recontest here.
I really want to see the AT Orange Pharah here to go up against the, what is Sombra Ana Goats on the side of NFG. Shadow's going to go ahead and come out. Going to take 2 out. It looks like Berg's going to fall. Charge coming through. Ryan Purple and Low backing out here. Got an Ana 1v1 happening right here. Ooh, Miller's going to go ahead and get healed up. And Shawnee taking some damage. Purple going to on the side of Miller forever. Still stalling point.
Leaf doing his best to stay alive here. Gets in the deflag. Hacked, unfortunately, and that might be all she wrote, and it is. Point B captured.
I would really like to see a comp switch come on the side of AT Orange. Afar would definitely do a lot of damage against these guys. Dan falling early in this fight. Definitely on the advantage of NFG Chaos. If I'm AT Orange, I'm looking out for an EMP bomb coming in. There's not a lot of coverage on this part of Numbani. Here comes the bomb. Gonna go ahead and get 3 there as the EMP bomb comes through. Logie Bear gonna push up, get Papa Twigs. Miller forever asleep. Ross, Purple, low. Gonna get out though. The payload's gonna continue to be pushed. EMP coming on the cart from Dan. Nano on Dan. And I see some switches coming on the side of AT Orange. It's going to be Goats with Dan on Sombra. Pretty good recontest here on the side of AT Orange. Papa Twig's going to fall, but a nice anti-nade going to fall on Diva. Diva loses her mech on the side of NFG. Hogfire pushing up with the Zarya, taking some space. AT Orange with a solid recontest and a solid comp change there.
Definitely a clutch switch up here on point 3. Definitely Goats, or at least a variation upon thereof, is definitely what you want to be contesting with. Tight quarters, really close spawn advantage. As Rally
going to be invested
on both sides.
Shatter knocks Diva down.
Shatter
nice nade needs to come in.
Trans invested by Iceberg. As the point takes ever closer.
Grab.
Although huge grab out, going to be another solid defense here as the cleanups are coming in. At this point, just jump off the side, guys. That fight's over.
Really interesting comp on the side of AT Orange. I know for a fact this is not their usual characters, actually.
Go on.
They're doing quite well. Usually you see Leaf on the Zarya, Hawkfire on the Diva, and then Dan on the Brig, but kind of switching up the hero pools I see here. As that rally was just invested at the beginning of last fight, Leaf is already half of the way there to another rally.
Some good
Shatter and EMP on the side of AT Orange. Only gonna have bomb on the side of NFG Chaos. Papa Twigs hacked. Only 60 seconds left for NFG Chaos to get something.
And here comes the
Bomb
bomb.
coming in. Not gonna get anybody.
Split everyone up
Logie
a little
Bear.
bit. Although splitting them up just in time for a solid EMP out of Dan.
Yeah, unfortunately, the EMP on the side of NFG Chaos came a split second before the EMP on Attack Torb Orange, which allowed them to cap this third point.
Down for the count.
Great round on the side of NFG Chaos, and a great stall coming on the side of AT Orange on that last point.
Initiating match.
As we watch things get set back up here on Numbani, what do you think is going to lead us to a successful defense here, Donnie?
Honestly, NFG Chaos can play probably a good bunker here. I expect to see some DPS on the side of Attack Torb Orange, maybe a ball dive. That's possible. I've seen them cast, or I've seen them play that while I was casting on Monday. So I definitely would expect to see that, maybe with some far play sprinkled in a little bit. So I think a bunker, Orisa Hog bunker, would be super solid here on Numbani. The only problem would be trying to figure out how you're going to rotate on the point. You need to have practices beforehand. I'm going to go ahead and see the standard dive, though, is what it looks like with an Ashe Sombra instead, rather than a Genji Sombra, which is what we saw on attack, or on defense on AT Orange.
Very interesting indeed. I do appreciate the fusion skin as we watch a little Ashe dance going on here. Not too much joining on the dance emote there. Maybe they don't have a... Oh, Burning's dancing a little bit as well. Nothing from the rest of the team though.
Yep, and we look on the side of AT Orange. They're running the same exact comp they were on defense. Hopefully they're going to be able to find some success with it on attack. Going in here, both taking damage. Cleave coming through. Papa is going to be hacked. Waiting to see a committed dive here on the side of AT Orange.
As we just see them
Gonna get booped off.
popping up and down on the high ground, trying to get a little bit of advantage, maybe a pick to start out. As we watch Papa dive in, put a little damage onto Burning. Although that Ashe Dynamite is going to blow off, start chipping away everyone's health. Papa's going to die to Logi Bear. Leaf will, however, get the DMEC out on Burning.
Ooh, and a
Boosty,
Boostio unfortunately going to connect.
He's
Gonna lose two there. The bomb massive there. Attack Torb looking really solid here. Did it pretty fast. We're able to take this first point super solid, super fast. And they were able to save some ultimates. It looks like they're gonna have Nano Blade coming in. They're gonna have a lot of ultimates actually coming for this next fight.
For this next point. Get those ultimates in. Maybe be able to switch over to Goats just in time for the third one if they can cap with the Nano Blade. Only time will tell.
We could also see a EMP Blade, which would be another super solid attack choice for AT Orange.
For the monkey, perhaps.
But
as Leaf is
I don't even know if they're gonna need it.
Shadow. Hawkfire is gonna get DMEC'd. Maybe at this point,
the Primal's gonna be invested.
Oh no, they're pushing back a hair. As we watch Burning sitting at about half, hacked as well. Pretty open target. Here comes the Blade. We're gonna follow along on the Nano Blade adventure. He's gonna get one out of Warrior. However, this Burning self-destruct is gonna stop Leaf in his tracks, and that's all she wrote for Nano Blade. But they do still get a bit more cart advance on the side of Attack Torb Orange. As we're looking,
I still see that as a successful successful win for AT Orange. They took out a main healer, and they've got a lot more room and to push forward. EMP coming in on the side of AT Orange.
Nano as well on the Shadow Kit. And we see NFG with Ross still holding on to the EMP. Looks like they may not need it this fight. We'll definitely be seeing it in the next one, as Iceberg is dropped as one last second pick by Shadow Kitten. I mean, not too bad of a push off with just 2 ultimates. They farm 2 more. They're almost on the bomb. They're definitely sitting in a pretty good position here.
All it's going to take on the side of NFG Chaos is one good EMP, and that could stop Attack Torb Orange right in their footsteps.
Tactical Orange does seem to be playing a bit spread out, almost as if they're anticipating the EMP, which I hope they are, as Hawkfire
nice
is
bomb
getting
coming
that
in.
self-destruct. Split up Chaos, just a hair. And they are going to get the D-Mech on the Burning. Good start for a fight, as they're focusing down the Winston.
Nice
Who gets
nade as
Andy.
well.
Leaf is going to dash through and get the kill. Iceberg will get a kill on the Logi Bear as well, as things tip in advantage of Attack Torb Orange. Shadow Kitten's going to get hacked. Low. Oh, so low, and gets out. 28 HP.
Definitely looking good for Attack Torb Orange here. Definitely have the ult advantage at the moment.
We're zooming in on Warrior here. Will they try and contest the cart last second? They unfortunately do not make it in time. They get a big anti-nade, but it's all for naught as point B is being captured by Attack Torb Orange. And Dan is right in with the Nano Blade. Or Leaf, pardon me. He does
Gonna
get
create a
one,
lot more
but it's a
space with
whole
those two
lot of
ultimates
space.
using. I think if I'm a AT Orange here, I'm gonna go ahead and use probably EMP, or I would even go back and switch to goats here. So that'd be a super solid choice.
Hold on to EMP for the good swap.
Yes, sir. A nice trans gonna come in on the side of AT Orange, barricading a fat trans. Shawnee getting two.
It looks like they're doing all right with dive.
They might not even need to switch. This is looking fantastic.
As Logi Bear runs away from Leaf hack, backed into spawn.
Need to make sure somebody's on cart though.
Papa Twig's getting two, and here comes the Hammond right out of spawn. Gets hacked before he can pound down, gonna die immediately. Beat is out
Beat.
on Logi Bear. And Bob is on
comes
the
out.
contest cart. Oh, he gets slept. Oh, poor Bob. Oh, you deserved so much better.
Ooh, Life's gonna fall to that bomb. Where BP on point though. Gonna
It'd
go
be a
fall
bit of
low
a
here.
Foothold for Chaos. Papa Twigs is still alive, slowly burning down Burning. Gets antied, gets demeched. Although Papa Twigs is gonna fall, I think that should be fight now, as Dan, I guess, is just farming a little ult charge before he tries to get out.
I would really like to see a switch off of dive. Definitely would love to see some goats.
It's gonna be a bit of a tough recontest here into this.
They have no ultimates on the side of NFG Chaos. Goats coming out on the side of Attack Torb Orange. A great change, if you ask me. Especially with that EMP almost online. They got lots of room and lots of time to see get the point.
And the comp Chaos is running right now really isn't suited for defending this like 10 meters right here. They really should switch off to goats themselves if they want to be able to hold their own before the EMP comes out, at least.
Dan's gonna get poked out real quick here. And purple, wall hacked.
Ooh,
He's
and
not
down.
gonna get out.
That's huge. Back off now, fight over. You don't have your EMP. You're going 5v6 into spawn advantage. Goats is strong, but it's not that strong, as you see.
Ooh,
Almost
Miller
goes
4 gonna
on the
fall.
side of Chaos. Oh wow, perfect
Investing a
timing
lot
on the
here.
Transcendence though, to counter that EMP.
Perfect timing for the Transcendence. They're investing a lot here. The EMP on the side of Dan, or on the side of AT Orange, is gonna have to be a really big EMP.
Shawnee
Shawnee
gets
getting
a
two.
move in a second. EMP out now on the last two. Warrior and Ross are gonna die. Hawkfire is gonna die, but it's all for naught. Miller's the only one left. Hacked as well. Half, 3/4 dead. Card is rolling. Will Burning be able to contest last second? He does with
0.04
0.04
meters.
Gets demeched. However, Logi Bear is back on to contest as
They
well.
really got
Ross
to take out
Kelly's
Logi
back
Bear.
out.
Oh, and that beat's gonna go ahead and give him a lot more sustain for this fight.
Got a Moira
Especially
on the
with that
point as
Moira.
well. Super stall comp. Bit of spin to win out for Miller, who goes to
Ooh,
slam
Shatter
down
coming
into
out on the side of
backline.
Papa.
Burning is gonna fall, however. Miller is gonna fall as well to Dan. It looks like they pushed a little too far off a point when they should have just been holding that one spot where they had the best advantage. As 3 are left for Chaos, and they're slowly dying.
Yeah, this stall though on the side of NFG Chaos gives them the advantage in the time bank.
Does indeed. And if they're that 0.04 meters finally ticks by, I was gonna say if they can get it to overtime, that's a huge advantage for them, but not quite.
I would have liked to have seen a BAP come out on the side of NFG Chaos. It would have required a lot more target focus than I think what was happening for AT Orange. Would potentially have given them enough time to get into that overtime.
Agreed, yeah, it looks like they spread out a little too much on their final defense there for that last 0.04 meters. The Hammond was a nice pick, but I would have liked to see him just attach his grappling hook to the point and spin around. But Miller went on ahead to attack the back line of Taktorb Orange, which normally isn't a bad call, but in that kind of scenario, it's kind of last-ditch stall as much as you can.
Completely agree with you.
So look at some of the fun shops here in Umbani. Maybe somewhere to check out the next time you visit this super fictional African city. But definitely not the terminal, though. That thing's still pretty smashed up. I don't know why they... It's been, what, a couple years now since Doomfist came out? They really should at least clean up.
At least a year, you know? Definitely need to get on that. You know, small indie company, I get it, but...
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they've been focused on that role queue, so I can understand how they couldn't get, like, a janitor out there or something.
But on the side of NFG Chaos, we're going to see a bunker comp. Rissa, Hog, Diva with a Bastion, Bap, and Mercy. Let's see how AT Orange reacts to this.
It looks like so far they're thinking about diving straight into the Bastion, which is a bold call. But if they time it right using... oh, as Hawk is going to get pulled ND mech by Ross. They're going to have Immortality Field on the point. It is going to get destroyed, but not before they've all but wiped the team with Taktorb Orange.
If you're a Taktorb Orange, what do you think you need to do here? What are the switches you think need to be made?
Oh, to break that bunker? I mean, you don't have time to farm an EMP or a Dragons. Do you almost march straight onto point with Goats? It's tough call with 10 seconds to go. At this point, they just need to touch the point. As we're seeing Dan come back out, turns on invis, contests the point in the last 5 seconds. All good.
Ooh.
We're into overtime as he's falling.
Unfortunately, going to go down.
Immortality Field out onto point as we're fighting in the corner, trying to hide out from view of the Bastion.
Ooh,
Shawnee is going to
Shawnee.
get the kill off his Shadow because the ult loses the ultimate.
Rez unfortunately comes
Now's
through.
the time to fight, although here comes the self-destruct out. It's going to get Iceberg, and that's going to leave Hawkfire out of mech on point, Leaf as well. Shawnee doing their best to keep them both alive. However, it's now just Leaf, and Dan doesn't quite make it to the point in time with the teleporter. And that's all she wrote for this attack, for Taktorb Orange. Shawnee staying alive on point for that long, though, was nothing short of miraculous.
She did a super great job there on that point.
Especially dropping the Bastion right as he's
Especially
ulting.
taking
That
out the
would've ended
Bastion.
fight right there and then.
Shawnee definitely making some clutch plays for the side of AT Orange. Hopefully she can go ahead and do that again while they're on defense.
As we wait to see what both teams are coming up with here. Will they try and mirror the bunker? Certainly not a bad call. A minute 18 is not a lot of time to break a bunker, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going for on the side of Taktorb Orange.
Really interested to see how NFG Chaos is going to deal with the bunker. Also, very interesting fact, NFG Chaos on this last map drew. So they are 00-1 on this map for the series. And we could be looking at an 00-2 potentially if they're unable to break this bunker.
Seeing if there's any fun cities on here. Cork, Ireland, could that be a map? Most of these are maps right now in Overwatch League, so maybe these are some future ones we could be looking at? Who knows? As we follow NFG Chaos out of spawn. Almost an exact mirror of the previous comp, although they do have the Hanzo. Perhaps expecting the bunker, hoping to be able to get a Dragon Strike ultimate, just bury it straight into there, get them to hide into this back room over here where you see the support
Right now I'm
side.
definitely waiting to see a committed dive on the side of NFG Chaos. They're kind of sitting and waiting to see what's going to happen. Here we see the dive coming in. The Immortality is going to come through. It's going to drop, but the damage is already there.
Dan's got 2. Hawkfire's going to demech
Oh, but
burning.
Dan's
Dan
gonna
is going
fall.
to fall, though. That is huge. They do get the res off.
Yep, Rez coming through. Got a Lucio on point.
And
Oh, they're going to fall. Gonna
Taktorb
rotate
Orange is
down.
looking pretty happy right now. Could this be another draw for NFG?
Taktorb Orange going to rotate back to the high ground. If NFG Chaos can take advantage of this, that they're not there, it's going to be very interesting. But it doesn't look like they're going to have enough time to.
As Shadow Kitten is only 50% to that ultimate. They may be able to farm it in this next fight if it lasts long enough. At this point, it looks like they're looking to contest last second, trying not to show their hand too much, put as much damage on a Dan as they possibly can before dropping the Winston bubble in the corner. And now they're just daring
Hogfire
attack
low
to come
as she's
down
on
and
point.
contest them.
Bombs coming through.
Burning is demeched. As we're going to see Dan
Dan.
get 2 more kills.
Here comes
And here
the
comes the ultimate. Oh, here comes
here comes the
Dragon straight
Dragons.
into the bunker, but it's too
Gonna
late.
force him to jump
Bastion's already
down.
farmed his ult. The party's on fight now, or point now, friends.
Cease your resistance.
That Immortality Field being really well placed to keep Dan and everybody on the team alive. Mercy gonna go a little Battle Mercy.
Combined with the Valkyrie,
looking
not a bad
good.
combo.
Bomb comes through. Hopefully it's gonna.
Hogfire.
It's gonna be a
huge.
3K
It
bomb
gets
for Burning.
3. Although here comes another self-destruct. Will it be able to mirror? It is
Gonna
gonna
get
drop
Warrior.
Warrior.
It's up to Berg and Hawk to see if they're gonna go ahead and make this a draw. It's a 2v3. Hookiebeard's gonna take up Berg. It's just gonna be Hawk. He's hacked. It is a Lucio and Sombra versus a Hawk or a hacked.
As the rest of the team is
Diva.
able to rejoin.
Gonna get booped off. That map's gonna go ahead and go to NFG Chaos. Insane stall on the side of NFG Chaos to win that.
Crazy, crazy, and they break their streak of drawing. It was so close; they could have had another. But they don't. And
What
just
a
do the
great
self-destruct
round.
At the end there.
What a great round. They needed to kill that baby diva. That needed to happen.
Every map in this tournament that I've casted so far has been close. Haven't had a single stomp yet. If we can get 3 more maps of these kind of back and forth fights, I'm excited, Donnie.
Yeah, definitely will be a great time for us to enjoy and watch this as well as cast these games.
And as we see the lobby leader set up the next map, we're going to go quickly into intermission. We'll be back on the other side. Hey folks, welcome back on to map 2 here on Hanamura. Hopefully another close match between Attack Torb and NFG Chaos. Donnie, you looking to see anything in particular on this map?
I'd love to see some ball comps, some triple and quad DPS comps. I think that would be absolutely amazing to see, especially with the comp or like the team switches on AT Orange. I'd love to see if they've had that much practice on it because they've had some very recent changes. So I think seeing that on attack for AT Orange would be really interesting. Otherwise, I think we're going to see some Orisa Hog, probably some nice bunker on this high ground here, which is on the right of point if you're looking on the side of the defense. Other than that, I think I'm definitely interested to see some ball comps. I think already looking fairly interesting. Gonna see what looks like a 5 DPS at 1 healer comp on the side of NFG.
If they stick with that, I would be so proud of them.
That would be a very hard comp to run, especially into a solo tank Orisa.
My favorite attacking comp to see on here is the, it's definitely not meta anymore, but that dirty Mei Symmetra combo where you put the telly down and then wall behind it when you telly on the point.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Steve. It is gold. Gold/platinum. Like, that is still viable. That is viable at almost any elo until you hit GM or Masters. So.
And we're seeing this comp roll out.
A 5. Oh no, we do have the ball though, so it is a quad DPS setup seeing on the side of NFG Chaos, with a triple DPS on the side of Attack Torb Orange.
As we see Miller waiting here on the high ground to perhaps contest point, does a little spy check, hops on the point with Burning. Dan is on point with him as well. Gonna have and Dan is gonna get hacked, gets distracted by Miller, doesn't see Burning in the corner, and Burning is still completely hidden. They're completely unaware there. He's gonna get the hack off on Nafar. Will they get the kill? No, Iceberg comes in with a clutch nade. A fat nade, if you will.
It's
Taking
fat
him off
nade.
the point. Dan gets a second one.
Shawnee falling off the edge of the map, and then Leif gonna fall to Warrior BP, as well as Berg falling to Warrior BP. Definitely gonna flip here on the side to NFG Chaos to winning this first point here.
Oh, and a huge direct rocket onto Ross as they come to try and contest point. Hawk shuts the door.
Yeah,
Papa Twigs is
and
gonna get hacked and killed though. That's huge.
I think that's going to be what turns the point over, as both the healers fail fairly early on the side of AT Orange. At first, that rotation was looking fairly solid, but then the respawns came in on the side of NFG Chaos. Didn't really give them much of a chance to, recontest there.
And it looks like they're going to switch off and come back as goats.
Gonna see some goats on the side of Attack Torb Orange here.
Again, folks, this could be the last time you see goats play competitively. Enjoy it. As Warrior rolls out with that sweet Zenyatta skin. I do love the Jonak skin. It's worth it if you get the points.
I am a fan. I actually spent $5 specifically to make sure I had enough tokens to get that skin. It is a once-in-a-lifetime skin. I'm a big fan of Jonak, so definitely something I need to get my hands on.
I hate on NYXL, but Jonak is a god.
Definitely one of the best Zenyatas in the game.
Going on in the stairwell. Warrior spamming away. Although it looks like Miller may get caught out and killed here, and he does as he gets split off on the other side of the door from his own team. And it's going to be a quick back and recontest for NFG, as Warrior looks to get a little bit more ult charge with the volley, finds nothing. And we will watch the next fight from the viewpoint of Attack Torb Orange. As we see,
all right,
they don't fall back too far for NFG.
No, and they've got that Reinhardt back. They're ready to recontest. Unfortunately for Attack the Orange, if they had pushed that, they definitely could have gotten some extra kills there.
For sure.
Gonna see the bubble already go on the side of on NFG, and that's gonna allow them to keep pushing through. But Dan falls, but Ross gonna fall. Papa Twig's gonna fall. We're trading kills here, guys.
Advantage again on the side of Attack Torb Orange. Leaf is going to demech Burning as well, and they do finally secure some of those cleanup kills you were looking for. As Warrior, or Iceberg, is going to demech Burning.
Take out Baby Diva. Yeah, and then take out Baby Diva as well. But Hawk's going to kill himself and jump off the edge, so that way he can go ahead and get his mech back.
Shouldn't be too long to come back from spawn. That's one of the advantages of being Diva. You have those sweet rocket boosters.
Yeah, and with that Zen pick being really towards the end there, it definitely gives them enough time to get a full 6 back.
Although Attack Orange
Gonna
does like just hiding around the corner here as they're going to rally in, go straight to point, and make NFG drop down.
Ooh,
Shatter gets 3.
Nice
Counter
shatter.
And we're going to see Transcendence invested on both sides. None of the damage sticking.
Leaf's gonna have that grab first. That's gonna be what wins them this fight. Bomb coming in on the side of NFG, not gonna get anybody, and then the grab invested really late there. Not gonna see much value from that, unfortunately for NFG Chaos. This fight is definitely gonna go on the side of AT Orange. Super clean fight there. Gonna use a lot of ultimates, but Papa Twig's gonna have that shatter again for this next fight.
Super clean on the side of Attack Orange. I don't know how I feel about that last second grab from NFG. That perhaps a desperation ult, a panic ult, but I bet they're hoping they could have that back. That fight was long over by the time they press Q.
Definitely long over there. Or down 4, I believe. Right now, ult economy on the side of Attack Orange.
Shatter invested right into a shield. Here comes self-destruct on the side of Attack Orange. Gets nothing. Both Ryans charge into each other. Shawnee is going to be able to drop Miller. Transcendence doesn't come in time to save him, but Ross is going to start popping off. Gets Papa Twigs and Dan. Rally's going to be invested on the side of NFG Chaos as well, as it's
really
like
unfortunate though on the side of NFG Chaos. They dropped Trans and B at the same time. So with this recontest here, definitely going to be able to keep that fight going. Not as long as they'd like to, but that maybe it won't even matter here. It's looking fairly solid for NFG Chaos.
Self-destruct just to keep everyone off point in case they need it. I think that may have been a little bit early, but they do manage to kill everybody coming out of the spawn doors, and that'll be round 1 for NFG Chaos.
Also, gonna let this be known, I am now the leader of the game, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Shocks, I don't know what happened with Shocks. He disconnected.
Oh no, I guess we can pause real quick, see if we can get a hold of him. Control Shift equals sign.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wait and get him.
Bear with us, folks. Brugga, who's getting the golden hammer? That is a solid question. Honestly, with how back and forth these fights have been, I'm definitely giving it to one of the supports at this point. I could give it to Burning for that clutch 3-man self-destruct that won them the final capture of Numbani there. But I think we'll have a better eye on who's going to get it by the end of this. I am super biased to give it to a support though, being a support main myself. And I think Donnie is an Ana main as well, if I'm
you are 100% correct. Ana main, I can play a little bit of everything, but I'd say mainly I play Ana and Zenyatta. Those two are my 2 favorites. So
tip your supports, folks. They're there doing the good work for you. And Shadow got DC'd. He's logging back in. He should be back shortly. I, however, have chat turned off, so I'll never know, and Donnie is gonna have to give us the scoop as things unfold. As we await the attack for Attack Orange. Do you think we're gonna see a 3 DPS comp out of them? Maybe a Hammond as well? I'd certainly like to see it.
yeah, I'd love to see, especially the Pharah come on the side of AT Orange again. Hawkfire definitely did really well, but we're gonna have to see how NFG Chaos manages it.
For sure, for sure. As a bit of debate going on in the chat about who's getting the golden hammer for this match. My own nonsense play of the match. Oh, and as we're moseying back on in, we will continue the debate later as we watch teams pick their comps for Hanamura. Apologies for the pause there, but we're all back and ready to go. Yeah, somebody clip that.
I think, is it a little too late to clip that, or can somebody go back and still get that?
I think they should be able to go back and get it, right?
I'm sure. So, the VOD will get made. Don't worry, folks.
Yeah,
the VOD
it'll
will
be
get
clipped.
made regardless.
It'll be clipped at some point tonight. No worries.
I mean, if I'm Shawnee, I'm going back to the replay viewer and I'm clipping that myself and putting that in my little stash of my highlight reels.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Perhaps getting a few of the teammates' point of views as well, just to get that wide-angle shot.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure I managed to capture most of it. Only time will tell. I could have been botting out then. Who knows? We're all human. I love the 16-bit hero thing for this arcade, though. It's such a cool little logo. And I think it's a spray for Diva, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Although I have all our cycling ones equipped because they're pretty fly.
And on the side of NFG Chaos on defense here, we're going to see the standard goats coming in. Really interested to see how they're going to respond to what looks like the quad DPS on the side of Attack Torb Orange.
And opting to run with the Ana as well. A bit more consistent healing than going with the Zenyatta, or at least more healing. Zen's, I guess, is the most consistent. All you do is press shift and it just slowly ticks up. As we watch the Pharmercy slowly work their way back around point for Attack Torb Orange. Hawkfire and Shani just rotating around back point, putting some rocket pressure. Perhaps taking some of the attention away from their team so they can push through the really tough choke on this point. As at this point just seems like Hawkfire's spamming the rockets in there. Definitely building up the ult charge though. If they're not paying attention, NFG KS is going to have a pretty serious barrage on their hands soon.
Yeah, we're going to need to see the Diva get knocked out of mech on the side of NFG Chaos though. Papa Twig's falling very quickly there on that slam. Ooh, a nice nade coming through though. If they can pick, they're gonna go ahead and get Warrior BP. That's a great pick on the side of Attack Torb Orange. A great nade coming on the side of Berg.
Hawkfire setting up for the barrage. Will they be able to get it off? No, not quite. They do get booped away by Logi Bear. They just switched to the other door. They're gonna get nanoed. It's now or never. Here comes the barrage out of Hawkfire. Gets one. Leaf is gonna D-mech burning.
Now, right as the Diva was losing her mech, that barrage came through.
And looks like at this point it's just going to be a quick cleanup for Attack Torb Orange.
Looking like we're just seeing the Lucio. All that's left.
Spinning to win off of that bell. I love to see it. It's the best Wrecking Ball play. That'll be point for Attack Torb Orange.
It definitely will be a point for Attack Torb Orange. Also, can we get a big thanks to Hysterically for gifting a tier 1 sub?
Oh, to Elda, who will be casting a few of these matches in the near future. I think I have one with them in a week or two. Thanks
Looking like
again
we're
for
see
the subs
a
as
full
always.
comp switch.
And we did see a
Besides
sub while
the
we were
Sombra.
in intermission earlier as well that got gifted to Lady Kyo. Thanks for all the subs, folks. As we do see the goats, the Sombra goats switch, and they are going to come in with EMP. This could be a big first fight for them. They did rearrange the game to where snowballs aren't as possible, but when you're coming in with EMP and the rest of goats, it's almost a built-in snowball in and of itself. Although they are going to have the ults to counter it. They have both, they have all 3 support ults on the side of NFG Chaos. Right now they're just spy checking, although it's going to be all for naught. Oh, Beat is going to come out. Logi was able to hide in the stairs. I thought it was all over when Warrior got hacked and wasn't able to use Transcendence, but Logi Bear saves the day and definitely thrown his hat into the ring for Golden Hammer, as Chaos is going to be cleaning up this fight.
Yeah, not really sure how I felt about that EMP there. That EMP felt a little early, as if we were to go back and watch that fight, it didn't look like AT Orange was ready for that EMP to come through. They're still sitting on this little patch right next to the Mega. EMP came through. They had to walk all the way up these stairs and then get right on top of them. And by that time that happened, EMP was already almost fading off. Don't really feel like they had enough setup or value with that EMP.
As we watch Attack
So let's see Dan switch break.
Walk straight onto point, and we're going to see all of Chaos except for Warrior dropping down to contest. I gotta say, really solid strategy of leaving the Zenyatta up here on high ground. He's out of harm's way. He can shoot at whatever he wants. He can heal whatever he wants. And once he gets that Transcendence, he can just press Q and roll right onto point. As we're watching them clean up. And bit of unlucky spam there onto Iceberg, but I think he's gonna drop down and finish the job. And a huge stagger onto Iceberg for NFG Chaos.
Warrior BP gonna kill his counterpart. If I'm Orange here right now, I'm not going to invest any more ultimates into these fights. I'm just going to build up a whole bunch of ultimates, get ready for a solid hold. And if they can move fast enough right now, they can potentially take on a 5v6. Just Just seems to be what they're doing right now. You got this Shawnee on speed boost going in right on top. And that Diva's not back yet. Diva's just now coming back.
As we see self-destruct
Bomb being
invest on
committed.
the side of Attack Torb Orange. A Shatter as well. It's going to get at least one. However, Warrior's going to press Q, come off a high ground, protect his team. Miller's going to get a huge charge on the Shawnee. Although Papa Twigs will retaliate by getting a pick on the Shadow Kitten as well. Self-destruct invested is going to get nothing, but it will split things up a bit. Leaf is going to get a kill on the Miller. Twigs is going to fall as well. We're Reinhardtless. Brigitto's your main tank now, folks. As we see 3 left on point for Attack Torb Orange. They are going to get a pick on the Ross.
And
Shawnee's
Dan's
gonna
back.
be able to make it back to point. Although I think it's going to be fight over here for Attack Torb
It's going to
Orange.
definitely be fight over.
As Shawnee shows up just in time to get killed again. And thanks to Papa Twigs being alive, they missed the team kill ding there. So far, really solid defense on the side of NFG Chaos. We haven't seen them in a situation where they're reeling back, having to try and stagger onto the point. They've been calm, cool, and collected. And oh no. Oh, he's moving back. I thought we were going to see a bumper caliber shatter out of Miller hiding around the corner there. But I believe his team called and said, hey, Attack Torb Orange isn't even going that way. Get your butt back up here.
And right now, if they can play it just right, NFG Chaos should lose this, or will not be able to win this fight.
Although Shadow Kitten is dropped by Hawkfire. Just misses the Transcendence. Hawkfire is going to demech Burning as well and then kill him. Papa Twigs is going to get a Fire Strike. And I spoke too soon and jinxed it the last fight. That's almost a team kill for Attack Torb Orange. As
Need to make sure we're keeping people on point there. It's going to deny them. Very good attack there on the side of Attack Torb Orange.
and Iceberg with the statement Transcendence. And I do believe that leaves him with no, a little less time. I take that back. It was just a more entertaining team fight. About a minute difference in the time bank, so we're gonna see Attack Torb Orange back on the attack here.
We got a question. Is this like a plat tournament series? Definitely is a plat tournament series. We have teams actually ranging from as low as, I believe it's an 1800 average, as high as, I want to say probably like 3,300 or 3,300. We do have two divisions. We have a Division 1 team, which is going to be, I believe it's Diamond and up, or I think it's like 3,200 and up. And then we have a Platinum division, which is our Division 2. And this is a Division 2 game.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Diamond division. I should get my team in on this. I misunderstood the rules, folks. Appreciate the very concise and very accurate description, Donnie. Maybe I'll be in on the next one. As we see Moira Goat's defense here for NFG Chaos. Perhaps expecting that ridiculous DPS comp that looks like we're getting out of the side of Attack Torb Orange. Just a bit more consistent sustain, more bulk heals. As Moira can kind of spray heals onto everyone, those orbs are going to be big too for keeping everybody up with the huge amount of damage they're about to deal with. As Dan is going to telly go hack the med kit here, perhaps rotate back around point to do a bit more damage as we watch NFG Chaos slowly back up on the point. Wise move. In Goats, the best way to fight is to make the other team come to you. Gives you the advantage. As we're going to see Papa Twigs get stunned. Did go in to try and move everyone around. Does get out with his life. As Hawkfire puts a little bit of pressure to draw the attention off of him.
A nice nade getting coming through. Miller is going to be really, really low. Going to fall.
Iceberg popping off, getting the anti-sleep and dropping Miller. Burning, however, is going to drop Papa Twigs. Leaf is going to
Hawkfire going to fall.
Hawkfire is going to drop. Either killing themselves or falling off the side. EMP is going to be out through, Dan. Last ditch effort here, as we are going to tick into overtime. He was there with 5 seconds to go. We're going to see just Papa Twigs on the point as Wrecking Ball, trying to stay alive as long as he can. Contest, spin to win. Going to be all for naught though. Warriors ultimate will be able to drop him. Will the rest of the team be able to get back in the test? They will not. And we have ourselves in another scenario of a win or tie for NFG Chaos.
I'd like to reiterate what I said about the tiers. Apparently, this is a Division 2 game, and Division 1 is Diamond and below. I've been told by Hysterically, who is the leader of the tournament. What exactly are the what are the boundaries for Division 2 if I could get those really quickly.
Just drop those in the chat for everyone watching.
Yes, please.
Oh man, I hope Draken you're happy about the roll queue. I'm excited. It's breathing some life into competitive again for me. I haven't been able to play it yet on the PTR, but rest assured after this I will be logging in. Definitely see me there.
Which reminds me, I should be installing the PTR right now in the middle of this game.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that too. Pro tip, folks, while you're watching it, go install the PTR where I'll go play on it after this. Oh, as we see a Doomfist perhaps coming out on the side of NFG Chaos. Will Burning stick with the Bastion as well? We could see a very interesting attack here with the Symmetra. Could they be going for the teleport behind strategy? Oh, I'm excited. I talked about Symmetra at the beginning of this map. I was debated, folks. They got me. I was had. Smooth Brain Caster. As we see Moira Goats coming out again. Worked for the defense. Might as well go for it, as we do see a bit of a bunker setup here from Attacktorb Orange.
Yeah, I'd love to see what NFG Chaos is going to do to get on point. They're going to rotate right on top, knowing they only need to get a tick.
Nice leisurely stroll, make the bunker come to them.
Ooh, a fat purple going to come down and get 5. Are they going to be able to do anything about it, though? That's the question. Hawkfire going to knock him out of
Papa
mech.
Twigs is going to die, unfortunately. And that's going to stagger things out a bit.
Leaf going to get Miller, though. Those stalls need to come back fast. I'm not sure if Stangaristas would be the choice here. Burning going to fall down. Berg is also going to fall down. Oh, Hawkfire going to fall down. Leaf going to fall down. It's definitely not looking good. Oh.
It's all for naught, and that will be a second map to NFG Chaos.
Another great map. I'm going to go to NFG Chaos. Both a great map for both teams.
Oh, and a Brigitte play of the game. Let's go. The last Brig play of the game, you could see. Oh, just swing. Keep on swinging. I love it, Shadow. I play Brigitte and Goat, so this is, like, very entertaining for me.
Is that your cream of the crop right there?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's Shadow Kitten moving themselves heavily up into the ring for Golden Hammer. And we'll take a quick break, and perhaps with halftime, and see y'all on the other side. Who knows what we'll do for halftime. But we'll catch you then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a quick edition of Halftime Talking Torbs. Donnie and I just wanted to come in, do a quick summary of some of the action we've seen so far, what things are going right, what could be going better, what's going wrong. Donnie, if you'd like to take us away with how NFG Chaos kind of clutched that first map on Numbani.
So see right now the score is 2-0 NFG Chaos, and you see both maps have definitely gone like amazing for both teams. It's just a little bit of changes and stuff that are happening on the side of NFG that have really pushed them through and gotten them those maps. With Numbani right there and that overtime, that clutch bomb right on top of the point kind of forced AT Orange to rotate and kind of left them completely exposed, especially with that Orisa bunker, and they didn't have that shield up, and that bomb got 3, which was the entire reason why they're able to cap that that point and able to get that 4-3 victory over AT Orange on that first map.
So clutch bomb by Warrior for the first one.
Yep, definitely an insanely clutch bomb by Warrior to allow them to cap that point and to give them that first map win.
So did we perhaps see something similar for Hanamura?
So, to some extent, yes, I believe it was kind of a clutch factor in the sense that their shot caller on the side of NFG Chaos made the right call to run in it with Moira Goats, and running that in and then seeing that they were on again a bunker comp, and they went right underneath the bunker, underneath the high ground, went right onto point, forced them to go fight on point, which is really hard for a bunker to do, and kind of definitely put the advantage on the side of NFG Chaos, making them go and fight on their turf, and the rotations and stuff like that, could have probably gone a little bit better for what was for AT Orange, but forcing them to go on to their point definitely gave them a big advantage. We did see a massive nade on the side of AT Orange, but nobody was really able to clutch up enough and get those kills that they needed to give that nade a lot of value. So if I'm on the side of AT Orange, I think part of the reason why they lost that was also maybe a lack of target focus. But definitely going Moira Goats on the side of NFG Chaos and going straight to point definitely gave them a little bit of an advantage in terms of making AT Orange rotate to their turf.
For sure. Yeah, definitely hard to move a bunker. It's in the name. It's not really something you can pick up and move it over there, to quote Patrick.
Not too easily. No, definitely not.
Well, hopefully we can see Taktor Orange maybe brush up on the shot calling a little bit. NFG Chaos to maybe just keep doing what they're doing, and maybe we'll see some even more close maps in the second half.
Yeah, definitely would love to see it. It looks like we got 100 bits coming in from Evil Laser. Big Pog. Thank you, guys. Can I get a Pog champ in the chat for the 100 bits?
Yeah, drop those Pogs in there, folks. I'll join in.
Some big Pogs in the chat. Can I actually get an attack 40 sips Carpe?
Oh, shoot.
From some of those people?
Subs
One
only.
of our own emotes? Yeah, subs only emotes, folks.
Oh, man. That looks like some, Looks like
and another 1 bit coming in for Master Ryan, bro.
But evil.
I love all these guys. These guys great. Thank you. Yes, the muscles, baby. Pump it up. Let's go, chat.
Get some of those mercy wings on there.
Big Pogs in the chat, guys. If you are shouting or if you are cheering for a team, can I get some either AT Oranges in the chat, or can I get some trees for NFG? I want to see some emotes. I want to see some action coming in the chat. I want to see who everybody wants to win. Let's go. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Oh no, Kyo, you got so excited. And then you're gonna drop the Fraggy thing in there. Oh man.
Oof.
It's real sad to see Fraggy.
Can we see some Burn Blues, some Fusion fans,
Get out of here with the Burn Blue nonsense.
What do you mean, dude? Burn Blue, dude. Burn Blue all day.
Scoreboard.
Can we get some Fs to pay in respects for Fraggy, please? I'd love to see some Fs for Fraggy.
He's free now. Hopefully he'll see some playtime. I'm really excited.
I mean, everybody's free right now. Now that Goats is gone, am I right? Like a lot of those Brig players, agilities. He's. Oh man, I'm excited to see him pop off.
Could we see Big Boss Pine coming back?
Ooh, that's interesting. I'd definitely be interested to see that. Maybe some Taimu maybe as well. Who knows?
Pine Sabiolmi nonsense. Certainly Carpe popping off.
We definitely got a lot to be excited about in the terms of Overwatch right now. I mean, we've got the summer camp tournament on Attack Torp TV. We've also got some big hype news today in terms of competitive Overwatch, OWL over, everything in terms of Overwatch. Lots of stuff happening right now.
And as people in the chat start to call each other window lickers, we'll take our leave and we'll see everything going on in the second half. See you soon. Hey folks, we are back and on Lijiang Tower. Figured I'd start us in the fish. It's definitely the most fun part of the map. Blub blub. Look at them go. They don't have faces, it's kind of creepy. Anyway, back here with our good friend Donnie Duck. Donnie Duck, what's your favorite comp to run on this map?
Favorite comp is definitely gonna be a dive comp, a Winston Diva. Probably gonna see Genji, Sombra, and a Merciana. That's my guess. It's good comp to run here.
Perhaps Pharah as well for some of those nice boops off the bridge.
Definitely. Also super excited to see the Leaf Pharah. I've been waiting to see it the entire night. Been making calls for it. Been suggesting the comp the entire time.
Leaf has been activated, although free Dan 2019.
Yeah, can we get some more hashtag FreeDan2019 in the chat, please? I'm not sure if I'm seeing it enough. I want to see it spammed everywhere.
Yeah, I'm only seeing a few. How are we gonna free him with like 2 posts about it?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get engaged here. The Widow gonna be on the side of NFG Chaos, getting spammed early by Leaf.
Ross is gonna get the first pick on the Dan headshot as Leaf's duking it out with Shadow Kitten's Widowmaker. We move to the fight on point. And so far, it's NFG just holding on point with the Reinhardt. Looks like Attack Torb is gonna rotate around, perhaps.
And that Pharah is definitely creating a lot of space for this team, keeping Leaf on end, trying to not get picked off.
Although while we have all this space, the point percentage slowly ticks up for NFG. Although Dan is able to drop Shadow Kitten, Leaf has got free reign now, although everyone's on point, so not really too much sky inside here for to fight.
And Papa Twigs is gonna fall. And the Shatter is gonna fall down. Gonna go ahead and get Iceberg is gonna fall down. We got Hawk falling down, Dan falling down to Ross. We got Ross with a 2-piece. And it looks like NFG is holding strong on the point. Going up on 40% here.
And Brugga pleads, do something, Orange. Get some oranges in chat for support if you want to see Orange do something. That's how you really cheer for him. As we see,
I want to get a morale booster in chat. So if you are Attack Torb Orange, what are you doing here? It looks like they're actually going to go on the dive on the Widow. They're going to pick her off, and it instantly becomes a 5v6. But Berg's kind of alone there.
I mean, they're pretty much goats dug into point here, minus the Widowmaker. I'd say mirror it if you can't beat it.
And Ross is just getting so much value on that Hanzo, not even really allowing them to come in. Bomb gonna fall through. Not gonna connect and get anybody. We got Valk and Beat on the side of NFG Chaos. Berg gonna fall down on the side of AT Orange. Miller almost low, really low, getting primaled off the edge, separated from the rest of the team. Papa Twig's gonna go ahead and get Miller.
We're gonna see Grab invested on the side of NFG. It is gonna get Hawkeye. Hawkeye's D-Mech. However, Dan and Papa Twig's picking up some crucial kills as we hit 99% going to overtime. But the point will finally turn over for Attack Torb Orange.
And that's actually fantastic for AT Orange. As you're going to see, they're going to have EMP and they're going to have Barrage. So that's another potential team fight, which could also get them Valk and get them a little closer to a bomb. Looking great on the side of AT Orange. Actually, I just realized Hawkfire is not even in mech, so I'm not exactly sure how close. And Leaf going to get that early pick on NFG Chaos, forcing the res to come out. Hawk's got to be very careful as the Widow's keeping him busy.
Although Shadow Kitten no longer out in the open, doesn't really have too many sight lines on the Leaf. Although, as we say that, Leaf is kind of caught out. Shadow Kitten just narrowly missing getting the kill shot in. As Leaf is going to come in, Barrage was following them along for a
3-piece
reason.
Barrage there.
Huge 3. most likely getting the kill onto Raz here. The rest of the team will go in and help clean up, and they're going to get the double stagger onto Warrior and Raz. It's going to be huge, more percentage. We're already at 50% for Attack Torb Orange.
This is looking fantastic for AT Orange now that they've got this point. It's going to be really hard for a Ryan Zarya comp to get back on here as soon as they can, because they're just able to dive on top of that back line.
Hey, by the time they walk the point, they've already suffered so much damage from Leaf, who's already 25% to the ultimate, even though he's just used it. Almost at 50. Every time I say something about his ultimate, it just jumps up another 20%.
And here's a big problem coming for NFG Chaos. They're going to come up near this choke, and that Primal's coming up real close. And there's an edge that's looking real pretty for Papa Twigs for the rest of that team. You're going to see Miller get slept instantly on point. And we're seeing a lot of ultimates come in on the side of AT Orange. Miller going to fall. Ooh, a nice bomb going to come out and take out the Zarya here, but Dan's going to fall down.
Miller's going to get
Leaf,
booted
kill
out
out
the
Miller.
door.
It's looking good for the side of AT Orange here. Gonna need to see some more picks here on the side of AT.
Iceberg
Mercy
getting a
pulling out the
beatdown.
pistol.
Iceberg does fall, however, Leaf gets a pick on the Warrior.
Ooh, and
Papa
Shadow
Twigs
Kitten.
will fall to Shadow Kitten, but here comes another barrage, gets one. Shiny's going to be able to res Papa Twigs during the barrage. That's huge. Even though Leaf falls, they have both their tanks sitting on the point. Logi is going to help stall out more with Beat, with him and Burning left on point. Burning does have a decent amount of charge, but it may not be enough as more resources come back for Attack Torb Orange. Dan is going to be able to take down Burning after the hack.
Yep, and not very many resources left for the NFG Chaos. It's looking like this map might go to potentially AT Orange. But a res is going to come through for Shawnee with Leafs right back.
From Papa Twigs, denying anyone getting to the point from the back. Logi Bear is going to try and skate around the inside, but Papa Twigs is just going to knock him off as he gets hacked by Dan as well. And that'll be objective secured for Attack Torb Orange.
Yeah, an amazing first round for Attack Torb Orange. Coming back from 99-0 to take that back and win that 100-0. Amazing job by AT Orange. That old rotation was fantastic. Not very many bad points there, except for once they were finally able to take that point. They had that thing on lock.
Ah, so close, Dan. Round two. Oh, so sorry, Dan. So sorry.
Do we not have any future NBA players playing today?
Well, he didn't even get to take the second shot. I won't say names, but somebody robbed them of the opportunity.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I hate to see it. And we will follow Attack Torb Orange out onto point here on the Zhang control.
It's looking like we're seeing goats v goats here as AT Orange is going to take the high ground.
Enjoy it, folks. Savor it. It's like a food you'll never be able to eat again.
Super aggressive.
Like anchovies in Futurama.
Super aggressive on the side of AT Orange, pushing them back, and they're already split.
Ooh!
Diva's completely by
Miller
themselves.
went for a charge through the backline to try and pick off Iceberg. Zenyatta narrowly misses, although he charges right back and his team rotates with him. Ended up giving them a bit of space. And Rally is already out on the side of NFG Chaos, however, Shiny
and you're
will
gonna
be countering
see-
with their beat.
Unfortunately, not going to save Papa, and they're going to see a rally on the side of AT Orange as well.
Ross has a huge advantage for Graviton Surge, and they're not even going to need it, as I'm just wasting my breath, as we see NFG Chaos pushing Attack Torb Orange back. As Papa Twigs goes for a charge, it doesn't even make it to the wall.
Yeah, and that was super unfortunate for Attack Torb Orange. What really needed to happen was as soon as that Reinhardt was out and just out in the open for free after that missed charge, that's just should have been an instant W for AT Orange. They should have rotated right on top of that Rein, not allow him to connect. Should have just been like a swarm of bees surrounding a little droplet of honey.
Or moths to a flame.
There we go. That might have been a little bit better of an analogy.
Oh,
The counter charge.
Counter shatter by Papa Twigs.
Counter shatter.
Shatters
Insane
Miller
shatter.
mid-charge. A second later, and he wouldn't have been able to get that ultimate off. It's going to be a huge team kill for Attack Torb Orange.
That was amazing on the side of Attack Torb Orange. That shatter there for Papa Twigs was amazing.
That's definitely throwing his hat into the ring for Golden Hammer. I'm honestly I'm all 6s and 7s on this one, folks. Maybe throw some suggestions for me in chat of who I'm giving it to. As we watch a bit of Goat's choke play here. Ryan Barrier's poking through, Hammer swinging, grab out from Ross. Here comes the self-destruct.
And that bomb's
as
not
well.
really gonna get Shawnee, unfortunately.
Miller's shield will be down.
Another
Papa
massive
Twigs is gonna
shatter
get a
for
big
Papa
shatter.
Twigs.
Swinging in, Dan
Dan
gets
with
the
3.
kill. However,
Oh,
Twigs
Burning
and
gonna come back with
Iceberg follow
2.
Burning. Miller charges Dan as well. Burning is rotating onto point. Hawkfire's gonna go back
gonna
and
need to
contest, sit right on the top here.
Contest. Shawnee's gonna get back. Yeah, it's like we're just gonna play some contest game here for the side of AT
Attack
Orange.
Corp just needs to play slow here. Just get as much point as they can get a hold of by slowly staggering people in.
And if they've got to force ultimates on the side of NFG Chaos, they've got to do what they got to do. Not sure how I feel about that trans, but
I don't feel great about it, Donnie. That was
they're committing,
ambitious.
but
Here
another
comes the
nice shatter.
They're gonna get trans out on the side of NFG Chaos, so a bit of that mistake there using the Transcendence. They're able to force it out with Shatter. And now they're even on ultimates, and we're back into a Goat swing fest as we watch the fight battle out here on point. Who's got the better
Really
target
interesting.
calling? And right now it's
a 6v6 again is what it looks like.
We got
And
Burning
it's
out of
looking like on the
net.
side of AT Orange.
Burning is back in, beat now dropped by Shawnee. That could be huge.
That grab's gonna be
Tip the
online.
Fight in favor.
It's got to get eaten here.
Twigs get a huge pick.
Ooh, that grab's
Here
gonna come
comes
out
grab.
soon.
Self-destruct dropped right on him. And
Amazing job by AT Orange there. Able to get that grab out sooner.
and we are at 99. Logi's gonna die. And here comes the BM
What an
trans, and that's gonna be
amazing map.
for
That
Dr.
was an
Orange.
amazing map. I am standing up right now in my seat. That was an amazing map. That
Why'd
was
you
probably
move
some
that,
of the best play I've seen in this tournament so far this year. That was an amazing job by AT
And,
Orange.
which shatter is this even gonna be? There were so many good ones. Oh, it's not even gonna be a shatter. It's just gonna be him swinging. Will we see a shatter at the end? Oh, it'll be the Graviton at the end here. I guess Papa Twigs did most of the damage. Although I feel like I would give that play the game to Zarya.
Can I get some Pog champs in the chat? That was some amazing gameplay.
Yeah, those
Amazing
oranges are
gameplay.
carrying. Orange carrot. Almost sounds like orange carry. As I will move us into the intermission screen as we get things set up for the final map, or are we going to a map 5? Let me know. Hey folks, and we are back for map 4 on Havana. And after how that last match ended, I might need a drink of rum or something a bit more stiff. That was intense. How you feeling, Donnie?
I'm feeling fantastic. These 3 maps have been absolutely amazing. The score is 2-1. The games have been close. I am excited. And really quickly, this was put into match chat. This is a direct quote from Shawnee. It says, "I'm going to need to double up on deodorant." And if that explains how I feel exactly. These last matches and these maps have been insane.
And just the shatters alone from Papa Twig's last one got me spicy. Like I'm gonna go put some shorts on. I'm burning up.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, what's going on, bud?
No, my
that's spicy, huh? No, I'm super excited to see how these games go. These games have been absolutely insane. It's been so much fun to cast. I'm super excited to see how Havana goes.
And we have a bunker set up here for ATTS Orange. As NFG is just gonna crouch and walk behind the payload, get a little free space here. The rest of the squishies hiding around the corner as we follow Leaf's view of death here. Definitely doing some damage, hopefully getting a kill out of this pull. Definitely gets someone to half.
It gets Miller really low there. Burning gonna be a half, about to lose mech, gonna drop out of mech as the dive comes through.
He does get hacked though out of turret formation, although it doesn't matter. He can still do a boatload of damage to Miller when he just jumps up right in his face like that.
Here's the thing, that card's continuing to be pushed while they were dealing with all that.
So he's gonna hang out up on the top of the little platform here.
Good start for the side of AT Orange here.
And he knows he's there, just hiding, waiting. As we watch NFG slowly come around the back here to contest. Looks like they're gonna time this dive very well. If they had known he was out of turret formation, it would have been the time to go. But they can't see through walls like we can. As Miller jumps in, drops his shield, a huge anti-nade. Immortality field is down and dropped on the side of ATTS. Iceberg is gonna fall. Dan will be
definitely not looking good here.
But at this point, it seems to just be a bit of cleanup on the side of NFG Chaos. This fight's won.
And they're gonna invest the Valk here. Very interesting. They're gonna contest this. Gonna try to contest this. Is what it looks like.
Leaf is going to come back out using the Bastion ult, and they're going to be able to recontest last here. A bit of a decent investment by Shawnee on the Valkyrie. We should have believed as Leaf gets hacked here last second by Rasen.
Definitely was a good move there. Shawnee instantly straight up into the sky, so that way it would be very difficult for her to get hit by even the Hanzo or anybody. She was really safe up there.
Ross looking if
and allowed for the rest of them to recontest.
Situation for the Batcat. Wisely there was
the Immortality.
Dragons come straight onto point. It's going to get Leaf and Iceberg. A huge ultimate invested by Shadowkit. Hawkfire is going to get subbed, although Dan comes with a huge high noon.
Yeah, Dan with 2 and Papa going to get Shadow Kitten. We see that Bat Bolt coming through, and that's going to be another great stall for AT Orange here with Ana by herself. Another great pick at the end. Only a minute and a half left for the side of NFG Chaos to do anything.
ATTS Orange coming alive in the second half. And not unlike the chat, as we thank Schmidt Ranger for a tier sub 1. Folks, we getting a second emote. As we watch Leaf hanging out here by himself on point. EMP is out. He turns around to go and kill Ross, but the dive is going to come in behind him. With Zero
and another Valk already at the beginning of this fight.
Hopefully the lamp stays alive. It does get Dan. Wasn't able to make it into the Immortality field. Leaf goes back into turret mode as he's just getting spammed from every angle. Doesn't even know where to shoot. Can't even stay healed long enough. As he's going to fall to Burning Tandem. Shadow Kitten is going to get a headshot onto Iceberg to drop him as well. And it looks things might be finally tipping in the favor of NFG Chaos.
Definitely going to go to NFG Chaos on that fight. A little bit of overcommitment on the side of ATTS Orange on that last push by NFG. Kind of gave them a free open door to taking first point.
They were already subbed. Oh, they're on a 5-month streak. Okay. I got jebaited. My bad. I got real excited.
Unfortunate. Getting jebaited like seeing the Shock play anything other than goats.
Oof. Rip.
Which
Debated
well,
the whole
it's
world
gonna
on
happen
ESPN.
anyway, you know, at this next stage. Really interested to see some Sinatra play.
I mean, they got him. Might as well have him play what he's actually supposed to. As we see Attacker Orange here, continuing with the bunker. Leaf is going to get hacked, however, but we can go over to set up. Papa Twigs, however, is going to get a huge charge on the Warrior. And that could start the reset back on the cart for NFG Chaos. Oh no, as Leaf goes to ult and Shadow Kitten just isn't having it. Doesn't even want him to finish the ult call out.
And so what's the problem with AT Orange right now is half of them got stalled there, and it looked like they were trying to switch goats, which it seems to be the call right now. Instead, they were on half bunker and half goats, which usually is not going to work well. Shawnee going to try to stall the payload as much as possible. I'm not sure if AT Orange is going to be able to contest this.
As we see somebody
maybe with only one on.
Attack Torb account now. Will they be able to recontest?
Ooh, and a nice nade.
Here comes a huge dragon. Definitely going to split the team up. It's going to get Iceberg. Shawnee's going to come in to be able to contest last second with 1.5 meters to go. Gets
It's not looking like she's going to be able to do much, though, unfortunately.
She does stay alive for a couple extra seconds, and we're going to see Dan's Brigida drop in and then immediately fall to Logi Bear. And that'll be point B for NFG Chaos.
This should be super hard for NFG Chaos to cap. Third point, Hanavana is always going to be super hard for any team to cap. I guess we'll see how far they can get.
Going in to get a quick hack on the Hawkfire, who was also slept, although Shatter is invested, and they're just going to walk away from it as the self-destruct comes out. And it's going to be big. It's going to get Iceberg. And
Hawk is gonna
I guess Hawkeye is going to use their ult to remech. Here comes Dragons. It's going to be big. It'll definitely split the team over where they don't want to be fighting off of the bridge. Not quite as good coverage.
Another Boostio coming in on the side of NFG Chaos, though. A fat anti-nade coming in on the side of NFG Chaos and going to drop Papa Twigs. Going to fall. Going to see Miller commit the primal to this fight. It's looking really good for NFG Chaos.
As Miller goes, throws around the entire support line for Attack Torb Orange, unable to help or heal everything as the rest of their team just falls. They do get a little bit more mileage out of the cart.
Yep. Getting some stalls happening here. Hawk is going to... Oh, Dan and Hawk. Berg all taking people out. Really what's happening right now? What is happening right now?
That should have been won by NFG Chaos. Has them sent running all the way back to spawn, hiding over here in the rum barrels.
Yeah, they committed a decent amount to that. It's going to force Miller to switch Ryan on this point here.
Yeah, no use
definitely
crying over
seems
spilt
to be
molasses.
the change.
Just come back out onto the goats pick.
Only 50 seconds left for NFG Chaos to cap point 3.
Here comes another Dragon Strike.
Dan gonna bash, and here comes the Grav. Able to get a couple here.
Big anti-nade in there as well. Here comes self-destruct. It's gonna get Hawkfire, who had T-Mech to use their self-destruct, which gets no one.
Another Nano Lucio there, Boostio.
Love a good Boostio.
Yeah, and a lot committed on the side
Boostio.
of...
that's a Boostio hat trick tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. Another
gotta stay on
fight
guard
one
there,
for NFG Chaos. With 10 seconds left, this is going to be very hard for them to cap third point. They're going to have the Shatter, but that Trans is ready for it, waiting for it. But ult advantage definitely on the side of NFG Chaos. They got to be ready for it, though. Another nice nade on the side of NFG.
Here comes the Shatter. It doesn't get anyone, but they do manage to demech, although while shattering, Papa Twigs does fall. Shadowkin's gonna grab Hog. Dan and Shawnee are gonna get a couple kills. Iceberg will fall to Ross as Dragon Strike is thrown straight across the cart. And the cart moves a little bit closer to the point.
And we are in OT right now, so it's all dependent on that EMP. That EMP could be massive if it's able to connect to a lot of people. And here it is, gonna connect to a lot. But that Trans coming through. Hopefully it's gonna keep him up.
Rally as well.
And here comes a rally.
Giving everyone 8 million health for the duration of the ults in this fight. As we see Warrior come back on Moira. Overtime almost ticks away as they get off the point, and they do get off fully this time, and that'll be as far as the cart goes for NFG Chaos. Although all things considered, as you said on Hanamura, not a bad push.
Definitely not a bad push at all. Almost capping third point. They're going to almost basically have to cap third for AT Orange here if they would like to go to a map 5.
Initiating match.
As we zoom on back to the beginning of the map, get a nice view of the Don Rombatico distillery. For those that don't know as much about rum as I do, you can make rum out of molasses. That was the spilt molasses joke. It was kind of a bad one. I apologize, chat.
I'll laugh for you, bud. I got you. I got your side. See,
I appreciate the pause before the laugh.
Yeah, I wanted it to sink in. You know, I wanted to
really let how bad it was sink in.
Yeah, I wanted them give them some time to react. You know, I'm super excited to see how we're gonna make this work and like how this map's gonna go. I definitely would love to see a map 5 against these two.
As we see a bit of bunker coming out on the side of NFG Chaos, although they're opting to hold a Junkrat instead of the Bastion.
Definitely will cause a lot of spam, especially with them running an Orisa shield. A lot of shield damage here against AT Orange.
And I love a Batiste pick anytime you're seeing somebody play Orisa Hog. It just works so well. You keep two
and they're playing
already
really
big
close
tanks alive even longer, and they're gonna hold right up at the spawn, Finland.
Ooh, but
style.
a massive nade's gonna come through, gonna force that Bapbolt out. Everybody's super low right now.
Papa Twigs, but at what cost? As Burning does drop Hawkfire as well. And they're gonna continue the fight off the side. So far, this close hold up spawn camp is paying off dividends for NFG Chaos.
Yep, and you're going to see a full comp switch from the side of Attack Torb Orange. They're going to go ahead and run full goats into this. I'm not sure if that's a choice, especially with that Junkrat.
As,
it's going to be really hard for them to get a lot of value.
Side, they're going to come out, but they'll slowly kite back.
Going to need to take care of that Bapbolt.
Immortality field. It's going to be dropped by Dan, although here comes Batiste's ult already, which is just going to help aid another kill by Birmingham, although Miller is going to drop. But... as I say that, Hawkfire is killed and demeched by Ross and Shadow Kitten. Shawnee's gonna drop as well. Dan falls. Iceberg and Leaf the only ones left. Iceberg falls. Leaf getting pushed back into point. Does manage to hold on to his charge.
Yeah, barely get out. I think Attack Torb Orange is like kind of lost. They don't know what to do right now.
They don't know what to do. Do you just like walk out with a Bastion, mow him down a little bit so you can get a bit of space? Because right now they have nothing to play with as Hawkfire is hooked. Here comes a Dragon Strike, and it's going to go straight through the team, doing massive damage. It's going to kill Papa Twigs, DMAC Hawkfire. Dan is going to fall to Warriors Coalescence. Hawkfire is finally killed as Baby Diva. Shawnee dies as well, and that's Attack Torb Orange all the way back into spawn. This is the most insane hold I have ever seen on this point, and I'm going to clip this entire part, show it to my team, and we're going to be running this. This is insane.
Yeah. Attack Torb Orange have only been able to push it 2.2 meters, and that is as far as they've gotten it. And right now, just stalling out and wasting even more time for Attack Torb Orange as they wait for that tire and the bongo to come through. They're gonna go ahead and push right on the Orisa, and two are already gonna fall down instantly. That spam damage is just too intense. I don't think Goats is the choice here. Goats is not the choice here. They're gonna invest the rally. I don't know what else they're gonna invest. The grab. They gotta get some picks here. Gonna get the bomb. Is the bomb even on the right side?
Oh,
it is on the right side. They're gonna go ahead and get three. That's
now
gonna finally give them the space they need
for Attack Torb Orange. Little spin move by Hawkfire as they get the team kill and finally get a little bit of mileage out of this payload towards point A. But with only a minute and a half left, it's a pretty close recontest for NFG Chaos.
Yeah, and they needed that. They need to have three people on that cart. It is so long of a way to go. And with this ult economy the way it is right now, ooh, a nice shatter though on the side of Papa Twigs here. We've seen plenty of those. They're attacking aggressively here, giving a lot of space right now. They are just mowing right through them.
For a second, I was going to say it may not be in their favor that they have to leave one on point, but they're kind of forced to in this situation. Yeah. But it's turning out to be a bit of a non-factor. Leaving Iceberg.
Yeah, but you're going to see tides are going to turn a little bit.
We'll follow along on the tires view. Always a good time. Gonna go try and... oh. Already dead. Just beating a dead horse at that point there, Ross.
Yep, and we're seeing spawns come in on the side of Attack Torp Orange. Not sure if it's going to
behind
yield
the
any
sign.
value. They might just be wasting their own time here. But Berg going to get the Roadhog. Roadhog's going to fall, but Shawnee's going to fall down. You see the trans coming out and being invested.
On the side of Attack Torp Orange. This could be a huge mistake. We'll see how it plays out as Transcendence
Yeah, I'm not
ends.
sure if I'm a big fan of this. They're committing a lot when they could have reset and had a 6v6 here. But it looks like Berg's gonna fall.
They're even
Miller
right
also
now.
gonna fall.
As Burning comes back from point, Immortality Field is down right in front of the payload.
Oh, a massive shatter!
Huge
Gonna go ahead
Papa
and win them.
Twig.
They need to
Oh
make sure
my
people are
God.
on point. Man, you better grab that golden hammer, put that right over Papa Twigs' logo right there. He put that team on his back and carried him to getting that first point. Now they got 2.5 minutes here to go ahead and get this next point. Put that golden hammer right on top of his face. Right on top of his face. That was an amazing job by Papa Twigs by seeing that that opening and getting the 5. A 5p shatter? Was a 5? Was a 6? I can't remember. I was just too excited seeing how many bodies dropped to the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor, as the great timeless band of Drowning Pool once said. And the golden hammer has been moved over to Papa Twigs' player icon.
That was very well deserved.
And depending
So,
on the map
we're actually-
5, I think he may hold on to it through the match as the Dragon Strike comes out on the side of NFG. Gets no one, but
Attack
does
Torp
force
Orange is
Papa
gonna need to
Twigs off
fall.
the high ground.
Yeah, we need to see a massive grab. A good grab going to come in here with
Here
the bomb.
comes the bomb.
That might... Ooh. Oh, the Immortality was there, going to keep them up, but Miller split from
They're
the rest of
left
his
with
team. It looks
60
like they're going to
health.
need to back out.
Here
Well,
comes
this
the
might be
tire,
it. If this
however,
gets a
it's gonna
lot.
drop Iceberg. Beat is invested by Shawnee, however. That should be enough to
Get them
tip the
through.
fight in favor, yes.
Looks like they're going to cap a second point here. I don't really see them being able to recontest.
Yeah,
I
not
feel like
with,
recontesting would be a bad idea.
not with the heroes they're holding on to on the side of NFG, as they're switching over to a more DPS-heavy comp, with Shadow Kitten moving over onto the Pharah.
I'd really like to see a ball triple DPS comp on the side of Attack Torp Orange. With how much space is up here, I'd love also to see that Pharah. Could potentially create a lot of space. As Papa Twig's gonna fall early. So got 2.5 minutes to cap, or to get basically to the end of point 3.
Miller's gonna go up, make sure Cart doesn't go any further. And a quick aside, folks, the word has come out that Emong is living with XQC for some reason. Smile.
Whatever gets the job done, I suppose.
Maybe he can talk XQC into using an actual case for his computer.
Maybe.
As Leaf
Leaf's
is
gonna get
hooked by
hacked.
Burning, however, he does have the bubble, makes it out alive, gets a boatload of charge out of it, as his team keeps him up as well. Big shatter out
Another
again for
big
Papa
shatter, but
Twigs,
that-
however, Shadow Kitten is going to try and barrage into it. The counter shatter is down by Miller. Miller's going to get a dash onto Leaf as well.
And another beat invested by Shawnee here.
To move your team forward a little farther, as Shadow Kitten is going to be resurrected. Hawkfire is going to be demeched. Miller is going to get a kill off on Adan as Papa Twigs returns to the cart. But with what
don't know,
left?
if-
Another 5v6.
That Pharah is doing crazy work here. Honestly, if I'm AT Orange, I'm switching that ball comp. Like I said earlier, it's going to be Ball, Mercy, Pharah, Widow, and a Sombra. That's so much
Somehow,
value, but
Hawkfire
that
self-destruct
BAP,
gets Logi Bear.
that might be the opening they need. They're
That
going to get
was-
2.
That was a self-destructive remech, and they got a kill out of it. That is so huge.
Yeah, man, they're going to need to keep 3 on cart. BP, Warrior BP going to get taken out by that Fire Strike by Papa Twigs. What a great shot.
Papa Twigs just putting Warrior out of the misery there, as Warrior was just slowly dropping off the side of the point, getting some ult charge out of it. As Papa Twigs was holding right up at the spawn door, it gets killed. However, Grab
Yep.
is invested. Immortality
They're
Field
going to
goes
need to
down. Ross is
get
going to get
out
2
there.
with the
They're going to
tire.
have maybe 1 fight left. They need to get out now, though. They can't let this stall continue. Hawk's going to have to jump off the edge here.
Iceberg trying to hide a little bit. May have given himself
Hawk.
away by putting that orb onto Hawk. Although he could be
Uh-oh.
getting a kill here. As Iceberg is going to rotate around, he may need to use Transcendence. He will to touch the cart as his team
They're
comes
also
in.
going to have Rally
hopefully
and
using
Beat.
this ult.
They're going to use a lot of ultimates here.
They're so close
Pharah behind.
to the
Ooh, Leaf
self-destruct.
going to fall first.
as Hawkfire is unfortunately demech before getting his ultimate. Miller's going to get the kill on the Papa Twigs, and unfortunately, I just don't think it's going to be in the stars for Attack Torb Orange as their team is
not.
killed, Shatter invested, and that'll be map to NFG Chaos.
And that'll be map, and that'll be the games to NFG Chaos, as they're going to win 3-1 against Attack Torb Orange. But these games were some of the most intense games. The score says 3-1, but I feel like it's probably more of like a 10-9 score. Like the games were just that close. Like insane gameplay by both sides. This close hold was an amazing job by NFG Chaos. They played that insanely well.
Honestly, it's a strategy I've never seen used on Hanamura before, and now with the roll lock coming in, that might be the way to hold, because you do get the second fight. Like if you were to hold up close on Rialto, kind of the same idea. Maybe that's something we'll see going forward.
Yeah, these were some amazing games. I was so glad I was able to be here and cast them and, support both teams. Wow. I'm speechless, to be honest with you. These games have been absolutely amazing.
And as the teams finish up their match, we're going to take a quick break and perhaps see you guys over at the desk. Hey folks, and welcome to a post-game Talking Torbs. Here with Donnie Duck Shadow, and we're bringing BP over from NFG Chaos.
How's it going, guys?
How's it going? How's it going? We just kind of want to bring in, listen to how you guys kind of went through some of your play calling. We hear you're kind of a bit of the shot caller for your team. Specifically on Hanamura, that big pick in the extra rounds where you guys chose goats, I guess expecting a bunker, and just kind of had them rotate their whole bunker onto point to fight you there. It was ridiculous and definitely won you guys the match. You want to just break it down for us?
Yeah, so the expectation was we knew that they didn't have a lot of time. And so we basically looked at it and said, they need to hold us to one tick. The only way they do that is if they go a bunker and just keep us from ever touching the point. So we have two options here. We can either go with a really cheesy Symmetra strat and just go right to point, or we can just try to out-rotate them. And that was what we tried to do. So the plan was go with the Moira variant of goats, walk underneath them, speed underneath them, so that they had no angle, and we were right next to point, and then stabilize, walk onto point, and then force them to rotate to us because they couldn't even give us the tick.
Yeah, definitely forcing them to fight you guys on your terms, on your turf. You kind of took that point and made it your own little home, and kind of forced them to rotate on top of you guys. Definitely was the move.
And that is one of the things a bunker does not want to have to rotate.
And speaking of bunker play, that first hold
You want to talk
on the
about
last
Havana?
map on Havana we just watched play out.
So that right there is a variant on. There's a streamer called PvPX. He's a DPS player, top 500, and he's known for playing Junkrat. One of the things he really likes to do, particularly on Junkertown, is because it's a long open point. What you end up with this scenario is the defenders are going to get multiple defenses. So if you defend right at the door and never let them get to the cart, it makes it tremendously difficult. And if we lose the fight, it's fine. Our goal is not to win, it's to burn time.
Yeah, it's definitely what you guys ended up doing. Before they were even able to like get on point and actually win a fight, they had only pushed the cart 2.2 meters after I think like a minute and a half or so, which was amazing by you guys. You guys played that extremely well.
Yeah, and it's a fun comp to run, especially with the amount of healing. There's obviously counters to it, but it was a fun one.
Yeah, it definitely worked out great for you guys.
But
Any
yeah,
other things you wanted to touch on?
no, that was basically it. Your guys' play calling is definitely what gave you the competitive edge in this match, and we're super excited to see more of it throughout the series. But
be
thanks for
fun.
hopping in with us,
Yep,
and
great games.
move you back on over. Goku,
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
GG's.
Have a good night.
have a good night.
Have a good one.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. See ya.
Have a good night. Well, folks, there
Yep,
we
have a
have
great
it.
one.
That'll be the win 3-1 for NFG Chaos over Attack Torb Orange. And we'll be back at the same time tomorrow night, 9 EST, for some more Attack Torb Tournament Series Summer Camp Slam action. I'm Steven, here with Donnie.
Nice to see you guys.
And
And I think
yeah, that'll be
that'll
about
probably be it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
that'll
be
probably
all
be
for
about
us.
it for the night, don't you
just
think?
so hyped up.
Yeah, dude.
so
Oh
much
my
to
gosh,
take
those games
in
were
there.
insane, man. So, yeah.
Well then, folks,
Have a great night,
have
guys.
a good night. Hopefully you can rest up, and we'll be back tomorrow with a bit more hype. Take it easy.
Take it easy, guys.